It's time to seriously chat about Roblox. Yeah, I think that it's finally hit that point where I finally covered the game that helped me get my stepping stone here on YouTube. I've been on Roblox since June of 2008, and hell, you can go back and look at my most top 5 viewed videos. 3 of them are Roblox as of recording this. It's safe to say that I've seen the platform change from its circular stud beginnings to whatever the hell this is. It's both amazing and terrifying to see how much the game has evolved in the past 18 years since I joined. So I guess let's get to the topics at hand. What will I be discussing in this here video essay? Well, I want to take a chapter to talk about my own history with the platform, as well as chat about the weird changes over the years alongside some of its horrible moderation. We also have the 3 big problems that I've been seeing, such as the Roblox currency of Robux, the content creator problem, and the problem with adults. Last but not least, I want to wrap it up with my overall disappointment with everything, but also finding the positives with the platform. So, if you'd like to join me on this obby course of a video, go ahead and hit that metaphorical join button, aka keep watching the video. If not, that's also cool. I hope you have a nice day wherever you are in this great big blue ball we all live on. I also want to briefly mention that this video contains some of my own thoughts and opinions that are not representative of the Roblox company in any way, shape, or form. Just want to put that out there for legal reasons. This video will also have discussion of some things that might not be so kid-friendly, as well as a brief mention of politics due to the pending and ongoing lawsuits with the platform. Also, I am a little sick, so if my voice sounds weird, that's why. Anyway, let's jump into my own history with the platform. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I have been on Roblox for almost 18 years as of this June. I joined back in 2008 and started making videos in some cool games, I guess. You might even recognize me from one of these mini avatars I had during my time on the platform. Yeah, I'm old. Unk status, as some would say. That being said, Roblox has been part of my life for a long ass time. Let's start with the most obvious thing and bring up the videos. If you were not aware that I made Roblox content at one point, and low-key I still kinda do from time to time, my first series I ever made with Roblox was this defunct series called Stick Blocks. Stick Blocks was this crappy series I made in Windows Movie Maker about a stick figure that turned into a Robloxian. I don't have the Stick Blocks series anymore, but this was important as this series started the series that got me popular amongst the Roblox community at the time. Around the 4th episode of this Stick Block series, I had this little segment where the character had this like out-of-body experience where he did this little segment of skits and then going back to whatever the plot was for that episode. That little skit segment later inspired my Idiots of Roblox series. Yeah, this was just a Roblox knockoff of Idiots of Gary's Mod, but it was a series that I ended up growing my channel with. It was a series that I would call my Learning How to Edit series because this series made the jump around the original 2nd episode from Windows Movie Maker to Vegas Movie Studio, which is like a light version of my current editing software, Vegas Pro. I later went on to making collaborations with my ever-growing audience, such as a random video game music video and the first ever Idiots of Roblox made by the fans for the fans, which was episode 6. I also hit 250 subscribers around this time and made the decision to continue the Idiots of Roblox series starting with episode 7, aka season 2. I started to bring fans into the filming process instead of just doing them on my own or with friends like I used to. Boy wee. This opened a can of worms that made me eventually hate the series, but I'll get into that in a moment because it was also making my own live action content and original content that started this shift. As the series continued through 2010, I made the decision to make Idiots of Roblox 12 the last in the series. This was also another fan-made episode, but by this point, I was done grabbing random audio clips from various media. I wanted to make my own thing and not rely off others' work, even if I'm changing the visuals. So, in its place, the Some Random Video series was born, where I took the sketch-based formula from the Idiots of Roblox series, but it was with my friends and I was acting out a script that we wrote. Some viewers loved it, but some were upset that I wanted to focus on something else. Which I mean, I get it, but at the same time, creators got to evolve, you know? You could always unsubscribe. I did make a compromise though, and I started a video game sketch show called The Watersurf Show that still had segments filmed in Roblox, but at this point, I was done with the Idiots of Roblox series. One of my friends at the time did pick up the mantle and did 2 more episodes on his channel, but he also realized very quickly why I stopped making it. The fans were annoying at best and toxic at worst. This low-key pushed me over the edge in 2011 because I was getting comment after comment asking me for the return of Idiots or Roblox or demanding I return the series, but one day I had enough. When I made my short film, Android, there was this thing where you couldn't upload over like 10 or 15 minutes if you had copyright strikes on videos. Well, both the Idiots or Roblox series and the first 100 Ways to Die in Roblox video had copyright strikes on them. So I made the decision to delete them all and relocate them to another channel where that channel would be its only purpose, an archive of my old Roblox videos. Speaking of that, I also relocated channels to the one that I am currently on today in hopes of gaining a new fresh audience, as I didn't really want the Roblox one anymore. Now you may ask, but they're on the channel right now, and you have a Roblox guy in your profile picture right now. Well, I made the decision to re-upload everything to my current channel back in mid-2013, as I did feel a little bad for deleting a big part of people's childhood. I also felt like it was a good time to dust off the Roblox series and give it the old good try again, but in my own way. I eventually made a reboot series and another 100 Ways to Die in Roblox video, which is currently my most viewed video on the channel, so it was a good decision to bring back my Roblox stuff. That being said, this series never went past a 3rd episode due to changes with life. We all got busy, and I just started to focus my shift towards Roblox games as well. I ended up making my largest project to date, which is Watersurf theme park, as well as, getting more involved with the Roblox dev community. I ended up going to RDC in 2016, 2017, and 2018, if that tells you anything. I do have a few vlogs from them, but they aren't that good, so they are currently unlisted, but the playlist is still public if you do want to watch them for some reason. Also around 2015-ish, I did step back from Roblox content due to a certain climate change video, but we don't have to get into that right now. I didn't want to get bullied more than I already was. Let's go ahead and fast forward to 2017, where I made a new live-action hybrid series called Bloxmates. That is still technically running 13 episodes later, but the next one I will make will most likely be the finale in the series due to current changes in my life that I don't really need to get into here. I guess that's also where I'm at now. I have my Roblox character cameo in various videos here and there, especially in my Idea Factory series, but that's all I really want to do with it. My audience has completely shifted over the past few years, and making Roblox videos didn't have the same oomph that it used to for me. I learned that with both my recent 101 Ultimate Ways to Die in Roblox video and the most recent episode of Bloxmates. Not that I'm upset about it, but that era of my channel has come to a close on its own, somehow naturally. Anyway, I'm just rambling about my past with the game, and it covers practically my time as a creator here on YouTube. I will be talking about my Roblox fan base, even the ones that found me again recently and such, a little bit later in this video. But I need to move on to the actual meat and potatoes of this video essay, which is probably the reason why 90% of you clicked on this. So, if you listened to me ramble for the past however many minutes in this chapter, thank you. Now it's time to move on to the weird changes and horrible moderations of the platform. Now, while there are some periods where I wasn't making Roblox content, I've always lurked on the website and played a game here and there. I might not log in every day to play something, but I'm astonished by how much the platform has changed since I joined. Not only can you voice chat with other users, but users can make their own hats and yeah, whatever that is. Both get a little crazy from what you can guess. It's safe to say that we ain't in Crossroads anymore, Telemon. Okay, that was a bad joke. I guess we'll just go through a quick history of big changes I remember, starting with the obvious one. I remember early Roblox had circular studs on the floor with an R on them, sort of like Lego bricks. I can imagine why it was changed sometime in 2009, but it ended up going up with this square look, and I sort of liked this change. And I remember they also had guests, and boy, they were annoying sometimes. I guess those were like in the early days though. The big changes were to the games and such. Bubble chat, smoke, terrain, and even updates that let you play on your smartphone, tablet, as well as your Xbox or PlayStation. I do miss the cursor with the little green circle, but that was classic Roblox, and I understand with the controller and VR support, it would have probably never worked in the modern era of Roblox. Anyway, you get the big picture. Where I really noticed the big growth is when Roblox started to really grow on YouTube back in like 2016, 2017. I had my own Roblox videos blow up in popularity, and one of them it currently sits at #1 still to this day as of recording this. Speaking of negative changes around this era, ticks or tickets was one of the 2 Roblox currencies. You pretty much received 10 every day you logged in, or 1 for every place visit, and other means like selling clothing or exchanging Robux for ticks for some reason. Now this was one of the big controversial things at the time that I remember, and that was them removing this free currency back in like early 2016. However, I do understand why it was removed, as some users were abusing the free ticks by botting place visits and exchanging them for Robux, which could be later converted into real world money. Speaking of real world money, you could just spend your real world money on Roblox for Robux or Builders Club. I remember I was a Builders Club member for a long time, and even being in the higher tiers such as Turbo and Outrageous. I had the highest tier for like a long time, and I was actually going to buy Lifetime when I finally had some adult money, but alas, Lifetime was discontinued in mid-2015. But how would they make money off that if everyone had it? I get it. Now, why do I bring up Builders Club? Well, it was also replaced with Robux Premium and was more or less the same features as Builders Club, but a lot of the features were removed as most of these features became available to free users. I think I had Premium for a hot moment, but only because it would let me cash out in the DevX program, but they eventually took that away as a requirement, so I stopped paying for it a long time ago. I honestly don't really hate this change, But I get the nostalgia factor behind it, and removing some of Roblox's identity is what really upset the community with this one. I think it's also time to talk about the biggest change with the platform, and that's the voice chat feature. I guess this was announced in 2021, but I didn't know about this until like 2023, and later made a whole video about the unhinged chaos of it in like one of my earlier video essays I did on my Side Tangent series. It was honestly sort of a shock to see that you could chat on Roblox via voice chat instead of having to use third-party programs like I used to do in Skype when I filmed my Idiots of Roblox series. It was also a shock to hear someone dropping slurs and cuss words you wouldn't want your grandparents to hear. My word, you cannot say that. On top of the voice chat, user-generated content became more mainstream around this time too. Originally, it was to a select handful of trusted users, but it eventually opened up to anyone paying in the 2 higher premium tiers in around 2024. I will, however, get into this topic later when I talk about Robux as a whole. The actual biggest change happened recently, and that's with the whole AI moderation thing. Yes, whether we like it or not, AI is here until the bubble pops, probably later this year or sometime in 2027. But I digress. If you haven't already uploaded your ID for verification back in like 2023 or 2024 for the beta voice chat features, well, you probably had to go through this garbage. As of recording this, a feature went live recently that has to verify your age in order for you to chat with anyone on the platform. Yes, that even includes text chat. I know that broken ass text chat that just shows a bunch of pound signs when you try to type something. Oh, sorry, the kiddos call it hashtags nowadays. The problem with this, aside from invasion of privacy, is that it's not very accurate, and some users are getting clocked as older or younger than they actually are. On top of this, you can only chat with users in a certain age bracket. For example, if you are marked as 21 plus like I am, you can only chat with other adults, basically anyone 18 and up. If you are marked as like, let's just say 12, you can only chat with users that are under the age of 16. There is supposed to be a future update that lets trusted connections, aka friends, chat with you regardless of age. Other than that, you can only guess the can of worms this opens up, with kids probably spoofing themselves with video game characters like they were when Discord was doing this crap over in the UK. Or even worse, adults pretending to be children so they can prey upon them and attempt to groom them. And yes, do not worry, there will be a whole chapter on the adult issues with Roblox. But I'd like to take a moment to chat with you about the currency of the platform, Robux. Ah, yes, Robux. It's the lifeblood for Roblox's economy. It's basically what some of you kiddos call Fortnite V-Bucks, but in Roblox form and called Robux. I think most of you get the idea. Now, why is Robux a problem? Well, the most obvious one, that it's just pay to play or pay to win sort of scenario sometimes. There are certain things locked behind Robux, such as avatar cosmetic items or in-game purchases that help you get past that one hard level on that obby course. You get the idea. I get that cosmetic items are fine for this situation, but some of the stuff on the catalog is, just look at it. Aside from the counterfeit hats, you have a bunch of user-generated stuff that are just memes, terrible political taste, or even items that give you that sex appeal. It's a blocky kids game, what the Where it actually gets fun is where you go to the actual user-generated content on the game's homepage. I can already tell by just looking at this that there's definitely going to be some that are going to push you to buy some crappy in-game purchase and be worse than mobile games. Don't get me wrong. I know that there are a few places to visit that aren't heavily monetized and you don't have to spend a billion Robux to have a good time. But still though, It sucks when young children play these games and you get bombarded with buying currency for this one specific experience or having certain games locked behind a premium paywall. The ones that really piss me off are like Speedrun 4. This one was an all-time classic, and the only real paid addition was like extra levels or skip the hard level sort of thing. Well, upon recent visiting, now it does the same crap like the other ones do, like buy this or buy that, like I was mentioning earlier. Speaking of which, another one that really pisses me off, and I know this is very niche, but hear me out. Theme park experiences. I love visiting these places from time to time, but I noticed that most of them have this little fun quirk about having two lines like in real life. A regular line and a fast line. Basically, the regular line makes you walk all slow, or it will not let you jump, or it'll make you auto walk and then wait behind these NPCs for it to finally let you, be your turn to go on the roller coaster. Now, if you buy the express pass or whatever, you get to walk at normal speed, or in some cases just skip to the loading area to actually board the roller coasty, or whatever. Like, what the hell? I already deal with this in real life. What makes you think I want to deal with this in some blocky ass game, bro? I don't want to pay for an express pass in Roblox. I'm only salty about this because I made my own theme park about a decade ago, and the only upsell I had were optional, but none of these skip the line crap. It was just like a fly tool and like a radio or something, but nothing like a paid express pass. Then again, that was a different time, but I already know that some of the other Roblox creators were already starting to do this, but earlier versions of it. Now, I get it, 100%. Some people make their livelihood on this platform and rely off the Robux they earn from their experiences to put food on the table for their families. But there are some instances where I don't want to be nickel and dimed just to walk at a normal walk speed in a goddamn virtual queue. I guess it's fine, not really a big deal. The only thing is that Robux is the big money maker for Roblox. There's a reason why it's a huge thing on the platform, aside from being the currency, of course. If you rewind back to 2021, Roblox went live on the stock market exchange. So they have that little funny graph you might see your weirdo brother or uncle staring at in his room from time to time. I mean, it's probably red right now because of the new update, but I couldn't tell you what any of this make-believe money actually means. The thing that I can tell you is that being on the stock market usually means the product has slowly gotten worse. There is a reason why Robux is being pushed harder than it ever was, and why you are now seeing some games push it more than that scam caller who calls you every week. Let's take a look at the payout rates when you sell something. Clothing and in-game experiences get you 70% off whatever the item costed. So you selling a 10 Robux shirt? Well, you'll get 7 back. You also have to remember that users are buying Robux or get Robux from their premium subscriptions, so regardless, most of that money is going to Roblox itself. The only way to actually get money back is by using the DevX program that I mentioned earlier. Now, the DevX program is how creators make their money on the platform. You have to get a certain threshold of Robux in order to cash out, and this is what it shows for me. If I had the minimum 30k valid Robux, I could probably get around $100 give or take. I did have an interest in doing this a long time ago, but unfortunately I favored video creation instead, as I do not know how to code and never hit that threshold to actually cash out. I'm just rambling at this point. Robux is going to have problems, obviously, and there are so many little things and probably big things that I am missing, but we also have to address the elephant in the room, the Robux scam. It exists everywhere you look. How to get free Robux into Google, YouTube, or whatever brain rot video site you watch videos on. I guess that we're gonna have to steal a brain rot or whatever the hell, I don't know. I'm not into the Roblox lore like that, but I did see it on a scammer's live stream, and that brings me to my next chapter of this terrible AF video essay, the Roblox video creator problems, myself included. There is a high probability that some of you watched a Roblox video from someone and it influenced you to join the platform. I know I did. There weren't a ton of Roblox videos online when I joined back in 2008, but there was enough to inspire me. I know this is a thing because I've heard dozens to hundreds of viewers tell me in comments that they joined Roblox because of my Roblox videos. So this obviously works for the benefit of Roblox. However, there is a problem that needs to be addressed, and that's the Roblox channels that just make non-tent, basically nothing at all. You probably have seen them or have heard of them because other creators here on YouTube are talking about them. The Roblox channels that try to scam you into getting the free Robux, or the ones that use Roblox in order to scam you out of your actual money. They've always been around, but the ones that I've been seeing recently are the ones that are just downright awful. I actually was inspired to make this entire video because of how scummy these scammers are. Wow, so cool. There are probably way more than the ones that I am about to mention, but the big three that I have found are doing this Boca Boys ass scam where they edge off on this idea that they'll reveal the secret or do the thing, but then they'll sit there and they will do this for almost an hour and never actually reveal the secret or do that thing. Basically, I'll reveal how many triangles are in this shape, but first you gotta hit that shiny disco ball gift and send me that money, bro. If you don't spend the money, you won't ever get you know how many triangles there are, even though you could probably count. It's just one, you idiot. Oh, you already sent me the money. F you. Joxy, Rilo Games YT, and Bacon Shaffy do this every hour on the hour via vertical live streams where they scam viewers out of money because of how obnoxious they are. Some dumbass kid is going to gift that shiny disco ball or whatever the hell to get them to stop yapping and finally reveal the freaking brain rot meme or whatever. Well, that's the thing. They never do that. They abruptly end the live stream or something like that and start up again in another hour. The worst part of all of this is that they will private or they will delete their live streams so you can't actually track it. Or they'll go in and edit out everything so it'll only be like a few seconds long. Real cool, guys. Using Roblox to scam children. And you guys have alternate accounts too. So you're not just doing it on one account, you're doing it on multiple. And yes, I know there's going to be that one jackass in the comments that is going to be like, well, actually, that's their parents' fault for leaving their credit card information attached to their YouTube account. Yeah, you're right. But that's not the point. The point is that these scummy ass clowns are knowingly preying on children that have access to mommy's credit card. And by doing this, they get all that money, all while using Roblox as the dangling keys to get their attention. But remember, it's not the kid's fault, it's the parents' fault. That's such a dumb argument. I also want to mention the Roblox channels that just outright freeboot and or steal videos or ideas from other creators. One of them you probably already know about is Flush. This guy decided to make a non-Roblox video by full-on yoinking Yap Emporium's video and by doing the tried and true method of, bro, let me copy your homework, but the homework was pretty much a one-to-one copy, but with a different voice. There's a whole Jax Films video that he did on it on his third channel, if you really want to learn more about it. But it makes you wonder that, did he steal anyone else's videos or idea? Spoiler alert, he did. He did plagiarize even some of his Roblox videos. At least he hasn't stolen any of mine yet. Don't worry though. I've had my 100 Ways to Die in Roblox series freebooted a handful of times, and even had some clown try to pass off one of my Idiots or Roblox series as their own. My Roblox content luckily doesn't get stolen that much, at least here on YouTube. I could not tell you about the hellhole of those other short form brain rot sites, if they're getting stolen over there or not. But anyway, I know the average Roblox creator on YouTube is making some overly edited Let's Play about screaming or something I don't know. I just know that some Roblox YouTuber was getting pissy in the YouTube Discord server about how you have to focus on a specific Roblox game or you won't make it as a Roblox creator. Okay, sure. Tell yourself that. I honestly don't get the current Let's Play gimmick with these Roblox videos. I've always been old-fashioned, I guess, and making something with the Roblox character I have instead of screaming at the top of my lungs about something scary in Roblox or something like that. I don't freaking know. Just searching up Roblox in YouTube search bar makes me really question who watches these? And then I go, oh yeah, children. Yeah, I get it. I'm old when it comes to Roblox, and this is why most of my Roblox audience has moved on or forgotten about me because I didn't evolve into whatever the hell this is, and that's okay. Seriously, I don't think I'm subscribed to anyone who makes Roblox content or even used to make Roblox content. Yeah, I am subscribed to a few channels that have made one or two as like a joke, but none like I used to, make Roblox content. Most of the Roblox creators I used to follow stopped making Roblox videos altogether a long time ago. The other creators that I don't follow but I am aware of are in the same boat as me where they sort of dip into it every once in a while, or they have completely moved on from it but still acknowledge that it was part of their past, even if they don't like it anymore. It's all good in the end though. That seldom Roblox content or cameos that I do have in my videos is enough for me, even if it does come to an end eventually. I guess it's time to move on to the last of the three problems I mentioned earlier, and that's the problem with adults on the platform. And yes, before you ask, I will be mentioning schlep in this chapter and that whole situation. I know that I'm an adult, but I am pretty much an outsider nowadays when it comes to the Roblox community. I primarily keep to myself when I do play games on the platform, and I don't really chat with anyone. I know that there are other players who are just like me that are just keeping to themselves, be a kid or adult. The bad eggs are the ones that I really want to mention in this chapter, and we'll address the biggest one first. If you somehow have been completely unaware of the recent situations from Roblox, here's a quick rundown. Basically, a user by the name of schlep exposed some child predators on his YouTube channel, and it got him banned off of Roblox. Since then, he has made it his whole mission to better Roblox on child safety. Because of this, countless states have filed lawsuits against the Roblox company, and that's more or less the gist of it. This is all a catch-22 situation. I understand that schlep did try to handle this privately by forwarding everything to Roblox on what he found, but he did also make a video to inform the public about it. I understand why Roblox is upset with this, but guys, if you knew about this, you should have done something about this. Integrating Discord onto the site to have children go into these servers that aren't regulated by your company isn't really the best look. Now this is probably the part of the video that some of you might get very angry with me. Per Discord's terms of service, you must be at least 13 or older to be on that platform. My question is, why are there children under the age of 13 getting onto Discord? Where are their parents? Seriously. Now before you get angry, I am absolutely throwing the blame onto the companies, but some of that responsibility does also fall onto the parent as well. And I know I sound like a hypocrite from my thing earlier about the credit card thing with YouTube, but still, while these situations have already happened and are in the past now, I do implore to any parents watching this video to please supervise your children online, especially if they are under the age of 13. We cannot undo what has been done, but we can educate ourselves on how to make it better, since these companies want to use AI to fix the problem, which, spoiler alert, isn't making things better, it's making things worse, but we're gonna have to put a pin in that for right now. We still have to remember that the internet is still in somewhat of a Wild West period. Yes, there are more people online as opposed to 20 years ago, but the companies do not have our children's safety as a top priority. They cannot stop every creep that slips through the cracks, and that's where we need to make sure that we can spot the signs of a pedo lurking. I'm not going to get into the fine details here, but the first thing you should always look out for, parents, is when your kid is asked to message some stranger off platform. This is where a vast majority of these situations happen, is off platform. Now, about that pin from earlier. Oh yes, the whole AI selfie thing for certain age groups chatting with each other. Look, I get the idea behind it, and it would solve big issues with the adults chatting with children, but y'all did it so freaking wrong. AI does not solve this issue. And one of the safer methods would be using something like ID Me and actually verify with an ID. But here's the thing. Children are still going to find a way to get past these things, and even if you had the safest method imaginable, things are still going to fall through the cracks. I honestly think the biggest blunder as of recently was the voice chat implementation. Don't get me wrong, I do use it myself when I film my Roblox character with the webcam tracking feature, but I'm usually in a server by myself doing this. The voice chat thing can't catch everything, and even on the 17+ servers I was filming on for that one video I mentioned earlier, people were still saying some of the wildest things. I don't know how strict it gets when you're on a public for everyone server, but I know that this new update that recently went live also fixed that problem. And by fixing that problem, I mean nobody can talk with anybody. That's one way to solve the problem, I guess. I think in this situation, just go back to the method you guys used to have. Anyone under 13 used to not be able to talk at all, and they could not read chat, but they had this little speech bubble that let them say some common phrases like hello, or let's go that way, or thanks for playing, stuff like that. Do that again. I don't know why it was removed, honestly. And if we're being honest, I need to have a chat with the people who are playing Roblox, both as a child and as an adult. First of all, if you are under the age of 18 and you're playing anything online and some weirdo starts asking you weird questions or something like that, to quote Sonic, you get out of there. Seriously, leave the game and go do something else. Better yet, get a parent and ask if they can deal with that situation. You don't know how many times some kid was getting talked down upon on Xbox Live during the Halo 3 days, and their mom would come on the microphone out of nowhere and trash talk the adults being dicks to that kid. Probably embarrassing, but it was also like, yeah, you don't say these things to a child. Then again, they shouldn't be playing an M-rated game, but that's a different story. The second thing, if you are an adult and you see a kid getting preyed upon, say something. Give them the same advice I just said. Be annoying and harass this creepo. People online get to hide behind a mask, and sometimes you need to rip that mask off and tell them straight to their digital face to leave children alone. I know this sounds pretty corny and stupid, but I'm being serious. Parents are obviously not always there for their kids, and we as responsible adults should call out this bad behavior. Not just to the parents, but to the freaking pedos that are trying to prey upon children. Call them out first. And lastly, this is to the pedophiles that are preying upon the children in Roblox and the many other corners of the internet that are somehow watching my video. Go f*** yourself. Just because the orange man in the White House is a serial rapist does not give you the permission to be as terrible as him. Leave the kids alone and let them play their blocky game in peace. Your type of people ruin things for everyone and are the sole reason why we're in this mess to begin with. So in case you didn't hear me and you want to hear it again, go f*** yourself. I'm honestly just disappointed that not everything can just be simple. I guess that's life, and it is what it is. I wish Roblox could do better, but I also wish that certain adults wouldn't be such perverts. It's time to move on to the final chapter of this video essay, aside from the conclusion. If it isn't obvious, I am disappointed by this whole situation. There are always going to be terrible people out there looking to scam some children or worse. The thing is that we need to call them out when we can and when we see it happening. I wish more people would do that without trying to get internet clout about it, you know? I know me making this video doesn't help defend my case, but I am not active on the platform. I literally only pop in every once in a blue moon to visit a theme park or film something. I don't even really play multiplayer games that often, but that's besides the point. I guess that I'm just disappointed with Roblox. Part of me hates making this video ranting about everything, but it's something that I need to do because of my history within the platform. It was a big part of my online presence, but it's also a big part of my life at one point or another. I've been on the platform for almost 18 years, and it's important that someone like me says something, even if this video only gets a handful of views. The other thing that I am disappointed about is with this whole schlep situation. Now, before you raise your pitchforks, I am just disappointed that it seems like some of the politicians that have gotten involved are doing it to make themselves look good, and it's all for show. I have my skepticism, and I do hope that they follow through with their lawsuits, but I also know that it was mainly with the red states that did these lawsuits. And that don't sit all too well with me politically given the GOP's track record in the past. You get the idea. Guardians of pedos. The last thing I wanted to bring up is with my disappointment with the Roblox fanbase I used to have, or may still have, lurking in the shadows. I wish they weren't so annoying and toxic back then. I grew to hate making Roblox videos because that's all that most of my fans wanted. If they gave my other things a chance, I would have been willing to work with them, but it was always, idiots or Roblox win, or you better give us another Roblox video or I'll come to your house. And granted, I think that I only received like 1 or 2 death threats over deleting my Roblox content, but I was also around 15 at the time when I made that decision, and that did sorrow me a bit. Like, you're gonna freaking kill me because I deleted Roblox videos? Are you that insane? I think another thing that always weirded me out is when one of my fans claimed to be 10 years older than I was at the time, but they never seemed like they had any bad intentions. It was just weird, and I wanted to mention it. I also wanted to mention that I understand what it's like when a creator stops making something you enjoyed. That's the thing, is that you should be glad that they made it in the first place. I have a few creators that I followed, and I got bummed when they stopped making a series that I liked, but I gave their new stuff a chance, and I loved it. That's all I wanted. And it drove me to the point of insanity that I had to move channels and start fresh because of how pestering the Roblox fans were. I did notice that when I came back around to making these Roblox videos, most of them are respectful and they enjoyed the new stuff, but they eventually stopped caring about the Roblox stuff, and that's okay. I've even had old fans return after almost a decade and a half later to tell me that they enjoyed my series as a kid. And it not only warms my heart, but it makes me feel old. However, I did want to set the record straight here and now, even though I shouldn't. I am 90% sure that some of the Roblox fans I have are not going to watch this long ass video essay, but I just wanted to mention it here for documentation. I am never going to make another Idiots or Roblox video again, and I shouldn't have to say this 16 years after the series ended on my end. I did want to make a 3rd episode of the Respawn series, but a fallout with a friend of ghosting me sort of put it on an indefinite hiatus, and then I just got busy with college at that time. It is unfortunately not on the table anymore, and most of the film segments ended up making their way into the 3rd episode of the Watersurf show. So there's at least that. I will also say that I want to make at least one more Bloxmates episode, and another one of those 101 ultimate ways to die in Roblox things is in consideration, but is not a priority due to the current shift in my audience. I get that this is a weird side tangent I'm going on here, but this is my way of saying that I'm winding down the Roblox content on my channel. The little cameos my character makes in the Idea Factory series will most likely be the rare exception of when I will use it. Also, I am 80% sure that this specific person isn't watching this video, but I want to mention that putting me in a Discord chat with another creator who used to do Roblox content and really hates the platform isn't going to get us to collaborate on some imaginary Roblox video. I get what you were going for, buddy, and I appreciate the effort, but you didn't even bother to watch the recent videos I made to understand the content that we both make. Yes, we both do gaming videos, but they are vastly different, and they wouldn't work as a collaboration style, even if that's what your actual intention was, but I know deep down you wanted just to make a Roblox video again. I'm sorry to call you out like this, but I don't want any copycats messaging me asking me if I can collab with a former Roblox YouTuber. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna make a Roblox video together. That's just how it be now. I'm sorry to the person that did message me and to any future fans that wanna try that. No. I will say though, that's actually one of the weirdly positive things about this whole situation. I am glad that somebody cares enough about my stupid little series that I made almost 20 years ago. I am glad that they made an effort because they cared enough. I'm glad that some of the old fans that I used to have are trickling back onto the channel, but not because of Roblox, but because of my newer content and my recent push with the algorithm. There are still good things on Roblox as well. Like I mentioned before, the random theme parks it suggests me are always a treat to go explore. A vast majority of the time, I'm usually the only one exploring these places, but it's the little bit of fun that I do have on the platform from time to time. If anything, the good I had from Roblox is still in my memories. Yes, there are some negative ones too, but I do remember fondly on the positive ones and the fun times I had with both friends and fans. Here's the thing. I hope that even if you quit Roblox today, you will at least still remember the little bit of fun you had on it. I'd assume that most of you watching this have at least had some experience on the platform and didn't just play it one and done. Well, that's all I really can say about this. I do have something interesting to share with you though. It's about this up and coming Roblox alternative that shows early promises but is still in early development, but I wanted to share it with you. There is this site called Ludovo, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and it seems to be this small team creating this Roblox-like experience, but it's still in the early development phase, but I was given permission by the staff to share with you guys watching thus far. As you can see, it looks very similar to what you already know, but with some unique changes. I can't exactly explain everything here, as what you see is the information that I have right now. It seems interesting, and I'd recommend checking out their website to get notified of when more information comes out. A card should have also popped up for their website as well. Yeah, I randomly found that on the Roblox subreddit after a bunch of people whined about how the new chat system ruined Roblox. Seems like it has some promise, and it does remind me a lot of the older Roblox, but with a hint of modernism, I guess. Like, look at that blocky guy walk. Dang, that's cool or something. The thing at the end of the day is that Roblox is a major corporation, and in order for any change to happen with our capitalist society, you have to vote with your wallet. One person like me isn't going to make a difference on Roblox's bottom line, but if you want change, you have to get thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not millions of people to not buy Robux or premium. It sounds silly, but that's what would make them notice, but that's just my whole take on the whole situation. If you want change, you gotta encourage other people to vote with their wallet. I guess the wrap up with this is that thanks for making it this far in this long ass video essay I did. This one was a little all over the place, and I do apologize. I just wanted to ramble about my thoughts on Roblox. Roblox, as you know, was a big part of my channel's history, even if it's not such a big thing nowadays. I guess I wanted to end with a question to you, the audience. Give me your honest opinion about everything with the platform. I know that there's also some stuff that I absolutely did miss, but I'm not sure since I'm not super active in the community, as I've always been this outlier. So please, leave some comments down below. I'd love to see what you guys think of this whole situation, or if there's anything that you want to bring up. This is probably the part of the video where the end cards are at, so now I can recommend you checking out some of these series on screen. I probably have the Bloxmates and or 100 Ways to Die Roblox series up on the screen, as those are the two that I still sort of make. The other two are probably my Gaming Hour and my Side Tangent series. The Gaming Hour is very entertaining, and I would highly recommend giving it a watch. Hey, wait a minute. Is that an old school Roblox missile?